Hi everyone, Monique here, intuitive soul savant, astrologer, numerologist, spiritual seeker. How you all going? I'm going really well. And we have a new moon coming up. So we're just here to talk about the transits of the week. And we don't have many transits at all this week. And we have a beautiful new moon in Taurus, and that's for the tropical astrology. I'm very aware of the Vedic. However, I really love to talk about the tropical for new students that are studying astrology. And we can always look at the Vedic because it's a little bit of a higher consciousness, but I really do believe you need to know your tropical zone astrology first, which is like the mundane astrology of self, before we move into the higher, unless you've done the work, of course, and you can totally understand the Vedic astrology. And also with Vedic astrology doesn't look at Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and those outer planets. Our consciousness has expanded now. Astrology's awareness for all astrologers that have been studying for many decades, we know that that astrology is expanding its consciousness, you could say, and especially with Pluto ingressing into Aquarius. Aquarius rules astrology. So there was ancient astrology, and yes, we use information from ancient astrology, but it's 2021, guys, and it's all about consciousness expansion. Okay, so astrology is maturing, you could say, as we expand our consciousness. All right, end of rant. Okay, so this week on Tuesday in Sydney at 12:27 p.m. Tuesday, we have Mercury conjunct Chiron in Aries. Now, this has already happened twice, okay? Mercury has gotten close, retrograded, and now Mercury is conjuncting Chiron, okay? So our wounds may come to our mental consciousness, all right? Or we may even look at wounds that we've been working on, all right, and saying, wow, okay, I've moved forward. I can say that from what I've been working on in the last month with Mercury in Aries. All right, so that is on Tuesday, Australian Eastern Standard Time, and it's on Monday for my beautiful Northern Hemisphere subscribers, which I have more of on this channel, by the way. The majority of subscribers are from the Northern Hemisphere. Hallelujah to you. I love you guys. All right. And we're joining the dots between the Southern and the Northern here together. So that is Monday, 10:27 p.m. of an evening is that exact conjunction. For 2 weeks, I've got a right eye twitching in my right eye, if you know what that's all about. And I am taking magnesium every day, so it's not about a lack of magnesium. So if anybody knows what twitching in the right eye means, please pop it down into the comments. I'm not winking at you. All right, did we get that? Tuesday at lunchtime, Mercury conjuncts Chiron in Sydney, and late Monday evening, Mercury conjuncts Chiron in Aries at 10:27. Tuesday, Sydney time, the Sun in Taurus sextiles Saturn in Pisces, and that's at 3:42 p.m. in the afternoon, Sydney time. It's actually Tuesday in the Northern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere as well, but it's very early in the morning. It's 1:42 a.m. Tuesday morning, when the Sun, our beautiful Sun in Taurus, sextiles Saturn in Pisces. So those that are having their Saturn return, it's a sextile, okay? So you know, you may have a bit of relief, or some good news, just a break from that heavy Saturnian energy. All right. So Sun in Taurus sextiles Saturn in Pisces. And then Wednesday, here in Australia, Sydney time, is the new moon in Taurus. And that's at 1:22 p.m. Wednesday. But for the Northern Hemisphere buddies, it's Tuesday, late evening Tuesday at 11:22. I like those numbers for you guys for this new moon in Taurus. 11:22 p.m. Tuesday evening is your new moon in Taurus. Now, the moon's favoritist place to be is in Taurus. So anyone you know that was born with the moon in Taurus, they're quite blessed. Okay, I hope I'm speaking loud enough because it is pouring rain outside here, and I feel like I've got to come closer to be a bit louder. All right, so the new moon is at 18 degrees and 1 minute Taurus, that new moon, and it's not making any hard aspects. Okay, the closest thing was that Sun sextile Saturn. All right, and there's no aspects the next day. There's no there's no aspects for the rest of the week until Monday next week. So that's all we've got, guys. So it's, you can breathe, you know, everybody should be able to breathe. The only people that really are under the pump is our beautiful friends that have got Pluto. You know, the fixed signs, you know, you're still feeling that Pluto energy. If you've got points, planets around the 2 degrees and the 3 degree orb, remember. So even 5 degrees of Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio. Okay, but Pluto's retrograding. So that 5 degrees, 4 degrees, you should be able to feel the heat off you as Pluto retrogrades back into Capricorn. But Pluto will be stationing and going forward, all right, for your second hit of Pluto, challenging aspect, all right. And of course, our Saturn returns, all right. Saturn in Pisces, even Saturn in the other mutable signs, you know. So Saturn and Pluto, the harsh energies that we're watching out for. Wow, it's pouring out there. All right, so I'm going to talk about what the moon is doing, that 24-hour block when it becomes new. All right, so the moon will conjunct Venus, then the moon will sextile Saturn, then the moon will conjunct Uranus, and the moon will trine Lilith. So they're not even big moon issues, you know. The moon conjunct Uranus, yeah, the moon conjunct Venus, you know, not too bad. So this new moon isn't narky at all right. But if you're still feeling the energy, it's coming from Pluto, you know, or your Saturn return. So that's 18 degrees new moon in Taurus. All right, now we'll just have a quick look. I'm going to bring you other videos this week. We're going to talk about Sedna in Gemini, and we're also, I'm going to put up another mastering Saturn video. Now I'm going to go through where the planets are at the moment. So Mercury's at 22 degrees Aries. Okay, this is on Wednesday when the new moon, Tuesday, Wednesday when the new moon's happening. So Mercury's 22 degrees Aries, all right? So we do know that Mercury is then, when Mercury goes into Taurus, Mercury's going to sextile square Pluto, okay? So get ready for that if you're in the group that are going through that challenging Pluto aspect. So Mercury's on its way, but it's at 20 degrees Aries this week. Venus is already done that square to Pluto, okay, and Venus is at 11 degrees of Taurus. All right, so we do have a big stellium in Taurus at the moment. All right, Mars is 6 degrees Aries, and so we also have to look forward to Mars squaring Pluto when Mars ingresses into Taurus, but that's a few weeks away. That's a few weeks away. Mars is a long time in Taurus. Our big friend Jupiter, 26 degrees Taurus, okay? So Jupiter is on its way, moving fast, heading into Gemini, and we will discuss that, if not next week. Next week we'll look at Jupiter in Gemini, okay? But at the moment, Jupiter is in Taurus, late degrees, 26 degrees. And our friend Uranus is at 23 degrees Taurus. We've had our Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, remember, at 21 degrees. So Uranus has moved now to 23 degrees. And Neptune is on the anaretic degree, 29 degrees of Pisces, but I've done that video. I've done the video, and so Neptune is going to station to retrograde back, all right? So Neptune doesn't quite go into Aries yet, all right? And last but not least, Pluto retrograding at 2 degrees and 6 minutes. So I've made a video about that as well. So that's where the planets are. And, you know, we've got Uranus, Jupiter, and Venus in Taurus, okay, and the Sun, and the new moon, all right. So there's a stellium in Taurus. So, yes, fixed signs, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. You may be feeling the pinch this month. Like, you know, you guys can tell. If your sun is in a cardinal sign, well, you know, this is how we learn astrology. Every year, check your energy. Like when the sun, for me, when the sun is in Aries, right? I'm a little uncomfortable. When the sun is in Cancer, I am very uncomfortable. I want to go under the doona all of July. Then in October, when the sun is in Libra, yes, I feel that too. That's a square to my sun, okay? And the other key is that if you're having a birthday, let's say you're a Gemini, all right? So all the planets are in Taurus. You're at a puff. You're waiting for your birthday to come. So, you know, the month before your birthday, energetically, you're a little flat. The sun has gone all the way around, nearly ready to come back for your birthday. The sun loses its light. It comes back to your natal sun to be re-energized. So if you're feeling flat the month before your birthday, it's because your vitality is a little weakened, all right? But as soon as your birthday comes, boom, you've got your next 12 months vitality to move on with. All right. So the other thing I want to discuss is the Pleiadians. All right. Here in Australia, the Pleiadians are very important, especially with my Aboriginal heritage. I've been to Uluru. I've spoke at a Cosmic Consciousness conference out at Uluru. I've danced with the dancers, the Seven Sisters. They do a Seven Sisters dance out at Uluru, Ayers Rock, it used to be called. And the degrees of the Pleiades is, you know, many people are a little sort of about it because it's in Orion's belt in the sky, you know, but I'd like to say 25 degrees to 29 degrees is the Pleiades. So, you know, we're going to have Uranus, you know, conjuncting that Pleiades energy. Jupiter is there now, okay? And, you know, this is special energy, and our consciousness is expanding, and so we're going to talk about that on this channel as we progress, all right? So it's not just the basic planets. anymore in astrology. All right, we're here to understand the energies. Something I forgot, our nodes are still in Aries and they're only just halfway through. So really we're only halfway through our lessons in self and others relationships. We're only halfway through. We're still doing that work with the nodes of you know, looking after ourselves and the direction we're taking and who we're associating with as we go. We're only halfway through that. North node, 15 degrees of Aries, South node, 15 degrees of Libra, and our beautiful Chiron, 21 degrees. That degree that we had the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, Chiron's there right now. Okay, so that 21 degrees is, you know, very important there. But that's Aries. Chiron's in Aries. Sorry, I don't want to confuse you all. Okay, so that's where the planets are. No big transits this week, just our beautiful new moon. What can we do on a Taurus moon? We can make ourselves comfortable. We can eat some soothing food. We can do whatever we want that makes ourselves feel secure, comfortable, wealthy, whatever is your jam, you choose it. Okay, but it's a lovely new moon, no hard aspects, nothing to worry about this week. All right, just relax. We've had some intense months, guys. We really have. So, you know, pull your energy back into yourself and you know that at least this week, nothing outrageous is happening energetically in the skies. So I'm going to leave it there for you all. I love you. I'll be back with a couple of videos this week for your entertainment and for your learning. All right, but I'm loving you guys. So thank you very, very much. Namaste and have a great week. That's a wink.